Welcome to the Destination Ulster talk in regards to business analytics. We're going to be today looking at the Business Analytics BSc Honours degree. What we'll find here is actually a very short kind of overview of the role of what a business analyst is. So business analysts are responsible for analysing and investigating a company, organisation's business activities and processes with the goal of improving performance using technology and software. So what you'll find actually, the role of the business analyst is becoming more and more important to both business and organizations and also non-profits in regarding to understanding and investigating how actually they're performing, how they're actually doing, what's actually going on with the company, maybe what's not going on with their company, but using appropriate technology and tools and software in order to understand and investigate it in a consistent manner with the premise or the goal of actually improving performance of that company. So more and more companies are actually looking for business analysts to be part of their teams to help them understand how they're doing and also to achieve the company's goals themselves and always kind of meeting the needs of their customers and also against their competitors. So in today's talk, we're going to actually look at the different aspects around business analytics. So we're going to look at, why study business analytics? What will you actually learn? What are the main parts to it that you encounter? How will you be taught? How will you be supported? And also you'll see here in the latter two parts is we'll hear from our students what they think and also in regards to future careers. So what we have here is the first step. So why study business analytics at Ulster? Really, to think about it is what sets this course here at Ulster apart from other universities. And what we have is actually three distinct areas which all indicate how this course distinguishes from others. And the first is the strong professional and research links of our staff. So the course team are our leaders and are engaged with their respective fields with strong industry links in both teaching and research. So their teaching and research is reflected by their engagement with industry and understanding industry trends and needs. Also, this is reflected by the professional body accreditation that they belong to in general business, marketing, accountancy and finance. Secondly, we have top class facilities here. Our campus is very beautiful. It's on the border of Europe. It's on the border of the Republic of Ireland and it's on the banks of the River Foyle. It's got both classical buildings and very modern buildings, and all our approach here is to provide a very modern, specialized approach to teaching. And this is through teaching in laboratories, seminar rooms, and lecture halls using the latest state-of-the-art equipment to make kind of the user and the student experience more better. The Academic Excellence Prize. So top performing students in EU, that 92% through basically the NSS survey have basically acquired employability. We also find that there's an annual prize giving for our brilliant opportunities to showcase the students to employers. So what we have is actually we have our top performing students are very much part of the EU cohort, with many to near getting employability or further study from finishing the course. We also have here a way of actually seeing that both this degree program is strongly indicated and supported not just by our staff but also by the facilities that we offer and also by the excellence around what's achieved by our learners and students and also how they go into industry and best equipped. So what will you learn? So there's three kind of areas here that will basically you need for your career in this area. And so you'll learn the skills you need to start this career. And these are the three areas that you will look at. Data analytics, software development and application, and project management. So here you have the first element, the data analytics. So as I mentioned, there's an increasing importance placed on businesses to understand and analyze the information they have. That's just another term for saying analyzing the data and using technology to prove informants. So data analytics is looking at how you analyze information or data or units of information that they have and understanding the trends within that in order to prove performance, i.e., understanding what's going on. Software development and application are also very important. You have an introduction and engagement around certain software such as Excel, Sage, Power BI, and Tableau. These are very key in order to use for data analysis and also for data visualization and presentation. Also, what you have in the final element is the project management. And here what happens is that all businesses have projects and require effective management to deliver the objectives. So what you'll find is that you'll learn, in order to become a data analyst, the three important areas: analyzing data, using software, and also how to actually make sense and manage that whole experience, and also reporting around that. So it filters into the three key kind of layers that is needed around to be a business analyst. So our degrees are designed to give you the skills and experience that you need to start your career. So here what we have is that it's a full-time degree, and it can be done over 4 years with a placement study or study abroad option included in the third year, to return then basically in the fourth. So in the first year, you'll find that you'll be dealing with the fundamentals of business analytics. The second year, you're looking more at kind of those modules which are more around the processes and skills element, which then basically lend to you going out into a placement year, an industrial placement or study abroad, to be either for further study or to actually apply those skills within an industry or workplace. Final year is actually applying that knowledge. So not only do you have the fundamentals and the processes and skills from your second year, but you also have that applied experience, which then creating together creates an application for final year, where you come and you deal with topics and coursework and assessments where you're examined on your application of knowledge that you've acquired. So how will I be taught? This is the next key thing. How will this basically be delivered? Well, there's around here an example of a timetable. So here you have an example of a year one timetable. So you have semester one and semester two. So semester one, you have examples of modules: software development, academic and business analytic skills, principles of management. With semester two, you have accounting information systems, marketing, and database systems. As you see, all of these modules are in year one, their first and second year, and they're very introductory. You'll see by the corresponding hypothetical breakdown that your course will be delivered across maybe a 2-day or 3-day slot. In the first example, it's over 2 days. It's a Monday, and also you're looking at in the morning and afternoon, with a Thursday class from in the morning as well. With the semester two, you can have a potential 3-day approach to the delivery. But it gives you an idea that you won't be in every day, but what you would be find is actually you would be in between the 2 to 3 day remit in order for the classes. So that's how you'll be taught. But remember also how also importantly, how we're going to actually support you. This is also very important. So here, the learning approach and philosophy of Ulster can be broken down into these several areas. So we will support you in different ways. Not only does your lecture deliver the material and provide support through tutorials or demonstration or practicals, there's also the availability of one-to-one studies advice, with studies advisors are available and or through an open door policy, where basically they can meet you and talk about your studying, techniques for studying, any difficulties you might be having, also kind of ways in which kind of you can improve maybe in ways where you might be deemed to be slightly maybe weaker, and there's an individual or individuals there that can help you through that. Also, what you find is lots of online resources are made available, and virtual simulations are also there. So what you'll find actually that where extra material or extra support is needed, online resources can be supplied, which you can be viewed outside of the class time in order to support and inform that class time or your week's lecture. So that these kind of extra material are there to help you. There's also case studies using software and library resources around that as well. So what you'll find is that the software will always be supported by maybe handbooks or certain guides or step-by-step procedures, and also maybe short videos or demonstrations. So they help, especially around the technology side of things. And also you're applying the skills within the class as well. So you kind of been working through the software on different case studies or different assessments. There's plenty of library resources. Resources now are becoming more and more online. And also importantly, what we prize ourselves is smaller class sizes. So there's not kind of massive class sizes. That the seminars are generally a lot more smaller in nature, and also they're orientated towards the student and to your learning experience. The career sessions are built into the degree, so there's the whole area of around employability, and also making individuals aware of their career and also how careers can grow and help support you in your own journey, to identifying a role or work post your degree, and also assist you during the selection of also your placement year as well. There's also a wide range of student support services available, and we have a lot of services there around Students' Union, also around student welfare, and also well-being as well, and also chaplaincy. So we do have a lot of services that are there for students to support them during their time here at Ulster University. So to meet one of our students, this is Annie Colgan, and Annie story kind of goes around this kind of key areas around her time. She completed her BSc honours in business analytics recently. She applied due to a wide variety of careers that a business analytics can actually fall into. So business analytics for her meant that you could actually end up working within healthcare, pharmaceutical companies, general businesses, marketing companies, even HR departments. There's a wide variety of different career options available where an individual could actually find work. And with all the different career possibilities, even within Ulster, the business analytics was very much stood out for her, because it kind of allowed her to kind of be not just be fixed in one area. So she took an A levels route actually coming here, and what happened was through the whole course she had a wide range of projects which she found very interesting and very important, especially whenever she wanted to go and do a placement. That actually the range of different assessments and projects that she encountered were able to kind of mirror and be transferred into kind of into actually what she was dealing with within her placement, which kind of meant that she was kind of aware of what certain expectations would be. She took part in the PricewaterhouseCoopers called Future of Work, and she got a placement at Accenture. And what happened was she also got a conditional offer for the MSc in Digital Marketing, Communication and Leadership. She found the staff very supportive here, and also during the 4 years, she found that it was invaluable experience in developing her own confidence, coming in from probably an A level route to somebody who was leaving as a more confident individual, ready to start their applied career. And she enjoyed her time doing the degree as well. So just the real world experience at the paid kind of work placement year, for example. So examples of placements in 2021, for example, were in Randox Laboratories, Waterways Ireland, Tourism Ireland, Energia, and the PSNI. And we still have those placement connections to date. The benefits here, what we find, and also what the students feel, which is mostly important, is that the benefits to engaging within a paid work placement. One could actually focus just on just the paid element, but there's something else. And this is the things that elements which have come from interviews with the students, more likely to achieve a higher final degree classification. Mean to say that what they've learned within their year out or placement year has informed and made them take, higher kind of focus on achieving or wanting to achieve a much higher degree classification, to do much better, to take their studies more seriously. More likely to actually be in full-time professional employment within 6 months after graduating. The evidence would suggest from our files that more people who take a placement are more likely to secure employment after graduating. They build a professional network, so they have connections within that workplace that they've been in. And also during the course of the year, they obtain basically a diploma of graduation, which is based on their industrial studies. So they basically gain an extra basically qualification. So here we see that actually there's key things to taking on a placement. There's key benefits that are there. And the real world experience is actually through internships as well. So we have internships available at Microsoft Ireland, Ernst & Young, PricewaterhouseCoopers, Primerica, Citi, and Grant Thornton. So these internships are available, and there's more internships which become advertised during the course of the year, and any advertisement will be made through our basically online system, which basically, if anything comes up, it basically gets sent out via email to the students. So here, look at the examples of industry speakers that have taken part and who basically spoken about actually the role of business analytics and its importance. So here we have different individuals coming from Primerica, Bank of Ireland, American Chamber of Commerce, Sage Software, and basically Director of Safer Communities. Each one of these individuals have all identified that not only is real world experience important to actually securing jobs and to bringing something to your job, but also opens you up to basically more confidence. But also it allows you to see that each of these individuals have all identified the role of business analytics as being very, very important within businesses and industry within Northern Ireland, Republic of Ireland, and also the UK and even Europe and further afield. That it is starting to grow and it's starting to develop a lot more, and that need is there. So what we have here is actually we have the real world experience. So the industry-led assignments that we have is that during the course of your study, especially through not only the finance, accountancy modules, but and also general business, but also the marketing modules, what you'll find that a lot of these assignments are actually industry-led. They're related to an industry need. And here, what you find is that there's a few examples, like the digital communications project with the nurse effort was conducted, and currently final year students are working on a digital customer journey audit and digital marketing plan with a local SME in the city here. So what you'll find is that students will become more um, applied not only by their experience but also by working on projects during their term. And also, what happens here is you also have an opportunity to complete the Marketing Institute of Ireland Qualified Marketer exam or QME in the final year of your studies based on your modules that you've taken. So you also can actually take that further exam as well. So the industry-led assignments are very important because they lead not only into that exam, but it gives you kind of more an awareness and keeps you kind of more increase your familiarity around doing assignments which are meeting the need of an organization or business, especially an SME. So what happens here, these you have for our cycling organization, is another example. And here students created and designed a digital fundraising campaign for local charity, Hertz. And students also created a digital marketing customer experience plan for the SSE Odyssey Arena in Belfast. So what you find is actually more and more industry-led assignments are being, introduced into the modules that you're taking, especially marketing, as they basically get you connected to organizations and businesses. And likewise, businesses see also what is happening within the universities. So they're able to tell others that the students here are very much open to basically applied projects and understand what's going on within the industry a lot more. So what do employers want? So the business analytics has a high demand in technical and professional skills because it meets that. So what do actually the employers want around that? Well, they want accredited and recognized qualifications and practical experience, both ACCA and Marketing Institute exams, the ability to solve practical problems, applying statistical and scientific methods and methodologies and designs, being creative, and also having appropriate computing skills as well and software skills. So that's what they really want, not only just accredited and recognized qualifications, but also the fact that you're able to be a problem solver. You're able to use software, you're able to use different approaches and processes to find out what's going on. You're able to manage a project and work as an individual or in teams, and then articulate yourself and communicate your ideas to others. That's what employers want, and that's what industry needs. Here you can see actually what some of our students have said. Going from Clarissa to Dylan and Neve, and they all give you kind of a different kind of insight into the experience that they've had. And here, what you'll find is that there's all a resounding aspect around the Magee campus, the positive experience around it, the staff, the other students, what they've learned, and also the topics that they actually encountered and how it helped their daily lives, and also basically the student-centered approach of the lecturing staff is also very, very important as well. Likewise for Christine and Jason here, they're working for their respective companies. This is what they've had to say about their time here. And really what you'll find is that it kind of echoes previously around the support, the guidance, the direction, the resources that are available, and also the fact that actually, that how the placement as well helped that, and how, the Department of GBE or the Global Business and Enterprise Department were always there for them. And likewise, you'll find that it kind of tells by their willingness to take part in actually and to impart their story here. So future careers are in different areas. What you find is when you do a business analytics degree, the job title can be varied. So it goes anywhere from basically a business analyst, data analyst, trade compliance analyst, a consultant, works within either marketing or general business. Software developers also need business analysts. and also social media and the e-commerce executives as well are also met by basically having the business analytics approach, marketing executives and financial analysts as well. So the increasing demand for skills is all around usually around the business, the technology, the data analytics and reporting side of things. We have high percentage of students in employability within 6 months after graduating. And it kind of tells because generally a lot will actually go back to the businesses that they actually done their placements with as well. So what do actually the employers think? Well, here we have the CEO, John Harkin of Alchemy, and this is what he had to say about the business analytics and around business analysts in general. So data is now recognized in the insurance industry as one of the most valuable assets that an organization can hold or possess. Industry is now investigating significant funds into using this data for the benefit of customers to target and drive services into the market. Significant career opportunities now exist in the insurance industry for new talent in this field. So data is becoming more of a value. It's an asset for the company, not just for insurance, but for many areas. And what you'll find is that they're now looking at ways of actually using this data in order to better understand their customers. So they're segmenting their customers, if you think about it. And data is needed to do that. And once you can segment your customers, you can then target them and focus actually your different promotions or services or marketing towards them, and becomes a lot better, a lot more kind of meeting the needs of your customers. So that's why there's a lot of openings and a lot of opportunities existing now in the insurance industry, but not only there, for individuals who have those skill sets around business analytics. So here, just very much about Magee. It's located actually in the heart of Northern Ireland's second city in Derry, Londonderry. It has a vibrant nightlife by a wide range of cultural venues and many, many wonderful city festivals as well, which I'm sure you're aware of. And one of the most affordable places to live in the UK as well. So not only is it actually conveniently located in the city itself is developing and its festivals and as a venue for many exciting cultural and historical events and also culinary. And also you have the added bonus of its affordability. What you find here is some information around the business analytics. The overview is just to really kind of recap on it, is to help business make smarter decisions using data and the latest technology and software. What will you learn? A mix of business and computing modules will be there for you to develop your skills, not only in programming, but also in data management and data analysis, using interactive web development, data visualization, data reporting. Also looking at areas around digital marketing and metrics, financial analytics, and project management. So these are the kind of the key things that you will encounter. So the teaching and assessment, what about this? Well, teaching methods include lectures, seminars, and practical workshops. Modules are assessed via individual essays, class tests, case studies, group projects, presentations, and at times exams. Okay, so what happens is that you'll have a whole varied suite of different assessment techniques. The real world experience, you work collaboratively to develop practical projects with real world businesses and community organizations, opportunities to opt for paid internships and placements both locally and also internationally or globally. Career opportunities basically around here. We also have data insights analyst, customer relationship manager, IT manager, programmer, strategic marketer, marketing officer, for example. To get ahead with Ulster, graduates from this course are now working in top companies, including Citi, British Telecom, and Canos. So we also have kind of a good recruitment post post-degree, and our students are in demand. So for entry requirements and for more information, you can visit ulster.ac.uk or scan the code below. The campus is Magee, and the UCAS code is N900 for your information. So courses are continually reviewed, just to let's make a note. So take advantage of new teaching approaches and developments in the research industry and profession. So because they're always going to be monitored for quality assurance, just be aware that certain modules could change even from the year of entry. The exact modules available and order may vary depending on course updates, staff availability, timetabling, and student demand. Please contact the team for the most up-to-date module list. Need more information? Please go either on the website, ulster.ac.uk, or email basically study@ulster.ac.uk for further information, and they'll be happy to supply more information to you. So ready to apply? Then please check out your ucas.com. And thank you for taking the time to listen to this presentation in regards to Destination Ulster. Thank you.